Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very exciting. We're building an AI image service that can handle over 100,000 image requests per day. So, we'll be using Cloudflare to make this service. And the best part is, you can use this setup in your own projects too. So, without further wasting any more time, let's start building this application. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for building React Native applications. So, first thing you're going to do is go to Cloudflare and sign up using your email. I've already used my Gmail account to sign up. After you sign in, you will see the account homepage. Then go to the sidebar and you will see the option Compute and AI. Then go into Workers and Pages. We're going to create a worker. A worker is basically a serverless function that runs on the cloud. In our case, it will be working on Cloudflare's servers, and we just provide a piece of code that will run there. First, we will start with the Hello World application. So let's get started. This is the sample code that comes with the Hello World script. I'm just going to keep the same name to application and then hit deploy. Once the worker is deployed, head over to the Settings tab. Then go into Variables and Secrets. To access this function, we're going to add authentication. The user will have to provide an API key. For that, we create a secret key. Add a variable named API key in uppercase and provide a strong hash value. Save this somewhere safe because you'll need it later, then deploy. Now the API key is added. Next, go to Bindings. Here, we bind an AI model into our function so we can generate images using prompts. So after setting up the worker, the next important step is adding a binding called Workers AI. This basically connects your backend directly to powerful AI models inside Cloudflare. You give it a simple name like AI, and now inside your worker, you can call AI models just like using a built-in function. This is what makes the whole system powerful. You don't need external APIs or complex setups. Click on Add Binding and select Workers AI. Give it a name like AI. You'll be able to access it using the AI variable. You can use env.ai.run with the model name and prompt. Now, go to Edit Code. This is the sample function that returns a response when the API is hit. If we change the response text and refresh, we can confirm it's working. The API URL includes your email and worker name. So, name things properly based on how you want your URL. Now, to generate images and use the sample worker code. This code gets the API key, validates it, allows only post requests, extracts the prompt, calls the AI model, returns the generated image. Paste this code into your worker function. If you refresh now, you'll see an unauthorized error because no API key is sent. I'm changing the template back to a simple Hello World style response. Nothing complex, just a basic text output to test things quickly. I make the change in the code. Hit save. And instantly the worker updates. Now, when I refresh the page, you can see the changes are already reflected. No delays, no redeploy headaches. It's just live immediately. So now we paste this code into our worker, and this is where everything becomes real. What this code is doing is turning our simple worker into a secure AI image generation API. First, it starts by reading an API key from the environment. This is important because instead of hard-coding secrets, we store them safely inside Cloudflare. Then, whenever someone sends a request, the worker checks if the request includes the correct authorization key. If the key is missing or wrong, it immediately blocks the request with an unauthorized response. This is basically your first layer of security. Next, the code ensures that only post requests are allowed, and only to the main route. This prevents people from accessing your API in unintended ways, like opening it directly in a browser or using the wrong method. It keeps your API clean and controlled. After that, the worker reads the incoming data and extracts the prompt. The prompt is the main input, the idea or description that will be used to generate the image. If no prompt is provided, the system simply returns an error saying that the prompt is required. Then comes the core part. The code calls the AI model through the worker's AI binding. Here, we are using a fast image generation model, which takes the prompt and converts it into an image. This happens within seconds, and the result is returned as raw image data. Finally, the worker sends that generated image back as a response, setting the correct content type so it displays properly. If anything goes wrong during the process, there's also error handling in place, which returns a proper message instead of crashing. At the bottom, there's a small helper function that formats error responses in JSON. This makes your API responses clean and consistent, especially when something fails. So overall, this code is handling security, request validation, AI processing, and response delivery, all inside a single lightweight function. This is basically how modern AI APIs work behind the scenes. Now we are trying to access the URL getting unauthorized issue because we are not giving the token, and if you tried outside, also will get same issue. So now comes the exciting part. Actually testing our API in real time. I'm opening Postman, and this is where we can directly interact with our worker. What I'm doing is simple. I'm just pasting the worker URL that we created earlier. This URL is basically our live API endpoint, which means whatever we built is now running on the internet. Now, before sending the request, we need to add authentication. So I go to the authorization section, select bearer token, and paste the API key that we created earlier. This step is very important because without this token, our API will reject the request. It's like a secure gate. Only users with the key can access it. Next, I move to the body section and choose raw JSON. Here, we pass the prompt, which is the instruction for the AI. For the first test, I'm giving a creative prompt. A doll in the dream world. It's simple, but descriptive enough for the AI to understand. Now I hit send, and within a few seconds, we get a response. And yes, it actually generated the image. Honestly, not bad at all. You can already see how powerful this setup is. Just by sending a single request, we're able to generate completely new visuals using AI. But let's not stop there. Let's try something else. This time, I changed the prompt to an elephant in town animated style. So now we're testing a different concept, something more lively and stylized. Again, I hit send, and there it is, another generated image. And this time, it even has that animated feel to it. So just like that, we're able to generate multiple images with different styles and ideas, all through our own API. No external tools, no complicated setup, just our worker, Postman, and a prompt. And this is where things get really interesting, because what we've built here is not just a test. It's actually a foundation for a full AI-powered application. All right, quick update. Now I'm changing the model to Stable Diffusion Lightning and deploying the worker again. It's super fast to update, and once it's live, I jump back into Postman. Everything stays the same, URL and token. I just changed the prompt to a dog flying in the clouds. Hit send, and boom, the image is generated. We started from a simple worker, turned it into a secure AI API, tested it with Postman, generated images, and even switched models to see different results. You can see how powerful and flexible this setup is. And the best part is how simple it is to build and experiment. If you found this useful, try it out yourself and start building something cool. More AI tutorials coming soon. See you in the next one.